Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning into the show. We're here and we're queer. Tyler, David, how we doing, guys?
Party on.
Yeah.
Do we plan that intro? Or
No, that's how we do it. Yeah. That's how we do it every time.
Yeah, we're in Brooklyn.
yeah. I've started more podcasts saying that than anything else, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what your fans are gonna call themselves? Like that? We're the.
that's your fan base, the queer.
I can only hope, bro. We need more of them. We need more. We were talking about granola weed. The state.
You're saying that like the Vermont and like Maine like, that's like the granola. That's like the Portland or the like Oregon, Seattle, like that whole. It's like that of the East Coast, kind of.
Yeah.
The hippie states of the East Coast.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're a Rhode Island guy, right?
Yeah.
That's not really. That's more like yacht club shit, right?
It's close to
It's
that.
like Mass.
Yeah. There's like some old money.
It's not quite Connecticut, but it's not quite Massachusetts.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of because isn't Massachusetts a little more blue collar, and then Connecticut's a little more like waspy, or is that am I generalizing there?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, there's definitely some like hick areas in Connecticut, and there isn't a lot of hick area. I mean, there's like woodsy areas
Yeah.
in Mass, like Western Mass, but
Well,
it's not
I just think
hickish.
of the Boston accent and people being racist, and I tend
Yeah,
to associate those things with like hick-like behavior. But
The thing is, there's no difference though between hicks and guys like that. You know what I mean? Like Jersey
Yeah.
trash is the same as like Southern trailer trash.
no,
you
we
know?
do. We have pineys, we call them, from the Pine Barrens down south.
They're called pineys.
Pineys. That's the slang for like New Jersey rednecks. But they're not. They're different than like your North Carolina rednecks. They're like gauges in the ears. You know.
Oh yes.
Oh, we got rednecks like
Cookie
that
Monster
too.
hats.
We got rednecks
Yeah,
like that.
like methadone clinic type white trash. Not so much like yeehaw, like where's my tractor type. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. They don't like farm and stuff. They like. I don't know. They farm opiates. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The rednecks of the South they're also like these are like 21st century rednecks. You know what I mean? Like maybe like a 1950s redneck was like, "Where's my fucking tractor?" You know?
So you're defending the.
Bro, I'm saying our rednecks are like they. I mean, they look like hipsters, but like in you know what I mean? Like they got the gauges.
Oh, they changed the aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean they still got. I mean they
Morgan
still look,
Wallen changed it for everybody.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
dude, they still look like
or
trash,
or
but-
did the like Brooklyn people just start dressing like hick? Because that's a new thing where like
True, camo's in, bro.
yeah, a guy who grew up
Camo's
in Bergen County wears like a Midwest princess hat, and that's
Yeah.
cool for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in Rhode Island, it's kind of the same thing you're saying. There's
Yeah.
some people that are like dirty jeans. They fuck with tractors and shit, like you're saying. But then there's also like just
You fuck with tractors.
fuck with tractors, bro. They fuck on tractors.
Federal tractor
They fuck
inspector.
tractors. They have sex with tractors.
I remember dating this girl, and she lived in the smallest.
Her name was
shittiest-
John Deere.
She's
was
French.
green with a little yellow trim on it. Yeah,
It's pronounced Jean.
it's French.
She was from this like small like hick town in Indiana, and I remember her telling me one of the biggest things that happened in her town was when they opened a tractor supply,
Yeah.
and I was
That
like,
really blew the
wow.
doors off everybody.
Yeah,
I
Revolutionized.
get my mulch and all my fertilizer in one place. Fuck me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
that really turned me on. I was like,
yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
like,
beat that
"Whoa,
ass
man.
later.
You can't do any better than
that
me.
corn-fed ass, dude.
They do. They build them out there at the Midwest.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
They got those birthing hips.
Yeah.
those ladies.
Oh yeah, bro.
Babies come flying out.
You can carry steel beams on those hips, dude.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
corn-fed racist.
Yeah.
Viking,
Babies.
bro. Yeah, Viking babies.
Yeah, they're all. That's in North Dakota. They got a lot of Norwegians.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Minnesota.
I went up to North Dakota for a business trip at my old job, and like it was just Norwegian people, like a bunch of Viking motherfuckers up there.
Oh, right.
I think everything like west of like Pittsburgh is just Germanic people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just big, tall.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
terrible food.
Yes.
Yeah.
All about drinking, bro.
Yeah, like 15. They're like dinner. That's 15. Milwaukee's best. That's dinner.
I know. They got the worst beers up there, too. It's like PBR. Well,
yeah.
I like a PBR.
Bro, okay,
I like
no,
PBR.
I will not tolerate PBR
No, I like
slander.
PBR. I do. But it is a shitty beer. Like, it's the best
It is-
shitty beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I
it
like
is.
I like a nice Keystone.
Oh, really?
That's great.
Keystone
Keystone
Light.
Ice.
Jesus.
They used to
All
sell them
right.
by the 15 rack in college. And
Nice.
Pennsylvania has those like backwards ass liquor laws, so you can't. So the thing is, you can't buy more than, I think it's like 15 beers at once. But you can buy 15 beers, walk out, put them on the curb, come back in and buy another 15.
Oh, nice.
If you bring both 15 racks to the register, they'll go like, I'll ring up one. You have to go put it in your car, then I can ring up the second. It has to be 2 separate transactions.
How stupid.
I know.
right?
It's the dumbest thing. They literally watch you go put it in your car and buy more, and they're like, whatever happens out there, I assume he drinks them and comes back for more. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with that. But
Yeah.
Because then you can go to a distributor and you can buy 30 racks, but you can't buy 6-packs. You can only buy in bulk.
Really?
Yeah, which is a stupid. I don't
Costco
understand
method, dude.
Kind of, but it's not. They're like, you must save money. I don't know what
You have to get a pallet.
Yeah, you either have to get like a big amount, or you have to get a small amount, and you can't get like enough for the boys.
Yeah. Huh. They think that like when you drop the 15-pack off in your car, you have like an epiphany. You're like, I don't think I need the other one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn a new leaf. I'm gonna give this box away.
Yeah.
And just turn a new leaf.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that 15 rack, walk right into an Alcoholics Anonymous, and make some friends.
What a move.
That is funny. I showing up to an AA meeting with a 30 rack and being like, "Well, I thought we're all supposed to be booze hounds."
Nobody's gonna know we're anonymous.
yeah. I'm not gonna tell. I ain't no snitch.
Speaking of anonymous, did you guys see their new video?
No, are they still
AA?
doing anything?
No, anonymous. AA does fucking
They got an
advertising
commercial
now.
out, dude. I was like, okay, they're recruiting.
Yeah.
What anonymous?
And you know the guys that
hacker, yeah.
the hackers.
Oh.
They wear like the Guy Fawkes masks.
Yeah.
They dropped a new video recently. I think it was about Trump or something.
Have they ever done anything?
other than inconvenience everybody?
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
they've
okay. I
ever
was gonna say,
done-
what is what's their big like heist? What's their big thing they've
They
done?
hacked
What are
the
we- what are they known
PSN
for?
network when I was in high school.
Oh damn!
Like PlayStation.
Oh, well,
You-
thanks, guys. You fucking assholes. They're like, yeah, we're going to really stick it to your man by taking down Xbox Live. Like,
Yeah.
Great.
They did a couple other things. I forgot
Why
what
am
they
I supposed
were.
to be racist now?
Yeah.
Podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as there's a microphone there.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
be racist.
I really did this. I stopped playing video games the second I started doing like podcasts and comedy and stuff. I just ran. I was like, I just like saying mean shit to people. I think.
You get it out somewhere else.
Yeah,
Found
yeah.
a new outlet, dude.
Yeah, I just like the tension. I found out. I was like, it's really immaterial, the gaming part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just people yelling. Well, I mean, those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies back in the day were
They're
just
brutal, dude.
Yeah.
It was rude. You think Twitter's bad now?
Yeah,
You go
yeah,
into
yeah.
a
Bro,
Modern Warfare 2
Instagram
lobby.
is gotten bad, dude. I think everything from Twitter has like fled to Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I can't see not racist there's every day I see multiple racist, and maybe I'm racist because that's like the algorithm.
You do know
like-
the algorithm
Yeah,
is
bro,
tailored.
but
That's when
it's-
people are like, all I see is just like shirtless guys. I don't know what Instagram's doing.
No,
It's like,
Yeah,
well,
dude, it's like
kind of taking your interest and giving.
but still like all right, I am racist, but it's like it's like racism. I'm like, oh shit.
yeah.
Even
Yeah,
you're
that's
like,
what makes you
whoa.
blush. Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, I'm from
Yeah.
North Carolina, but damn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like
No,
it's,
that's
this is
X
like
or whatever,
brutal,
or
dude.
Twitter, like the X, whatever you want. I think if they should change the name because whatever it is now is like, it's like great where you read stuff where you're like, oh my god,
Yeah, dude.
Like, what did the Jews ever do to you, man?
Man,
Like,
you know what I'm seeing a lot?
it
I've
feels
seen a lot of
personal.
anti-Indian, like racism
well,
towards
that-
like.
But people
Indians.
like that.
That's fine.
People
People are
like
okay
that.
with that for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's okay.
Italians and Indians.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
those are it's
They
fair
can-
game.
I think. All right, I'm not gonna try to. Never mind.
Oh, no,
all
no,
the,
go
all
on,
the way
Tyler.
they tried to defend it in my head just made it sound way more.
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna be like, well, because it's right. It's like, well, yeah, that can't be it. Well, you see, they have a point. That's why they're allowed.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're so different. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they marry 12-year-olds over there, so it's like we're like,
I'm Catholic,
Morals-
glass house and stones.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? At least they're marrying
yeah,
them.
we just traffic them here.
Yeah. Catholics, we just fucking chuck, you know?
yeah.
The fuck boys of the pedophile community.
Yeah.
And we save the
No commitment. Real commitment issues in the Catholic community. No one talks about that.
sure. Yeah, and we save them. We just move them to a
True.
Yeah.
new place.
I heard the new pope did that. Shooting from the hip here. No sources on that.
Just trying to
saw-
spread rumors, dude.
What
saw
did
a
he do?
tweet that he there was a guy again shooting from the hip. There was a priest that did the thing, the little diddling thing.
Sure.
That
and
cool
then
thing.
he was having trouble finding a job naturally, And then the current pope was like, hey, you can like crash on my couch for a couple weeks while you get back on your feet. The thing about that couch, sort of like right next to a school, apparently. Like he lived like right next to a school, and he's like, just crash on my couch for a week and you'll figure it out. Yeah. And people were like, hey, like nice of you to do that, but like maybe not, not in a school zone kind of thing, you know? So, I don't know.
Interesting.
Homies help homies smash.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, they were running the 2-man.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like sex offenders. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows about them in the neighborhood, even if you live near a school, right? Like,
I don't think you can.
What's the rule?
I think they have like a right. Don't they have sort of a little?
Probably like a little corral.
You'd hope they have like an electric fence, like they do with the dogs. You get to go give them a little zap.
Well, I had a wrestling coach in middle school who ended up getting bags for being
Writings on the wall. With
every
that
school
one.
had a coach like that, dude.
I don't know if I told you guys this. We had a coach. He's still working there. I should name drop him. Because I mean he's a pedophile.
Fuck him, yeah.
But he made a girl. He was a JV girls basketball coach, and he made a girl suck his dick for playing time on the JV team.
Which she did it. That sounds like a her problem.
I don't want to victim blame, but it's like that's an important life lesson. If you're gonna suck dick, it better be for varsity minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Weinstein girls were stars. No, that's terrible. You should say that.
Well,
but I mean, I think it's
two things can be true at the same time.
more terrible for him to like still have a job.
This
I think
teacher.
he's still a coach. I think they're like, well, he's the first guy to get above 500. So
yeah,
I don't know.
That's the thing about high
That's a
school
keeper.
sports.
Yeah, it's public school, man. They really. If you had to fire every public school teacher as a pedophile, we wouldn't have schools anymore.
Yeah, we'd be fucked. Yeah, that's the thing with high school sports. I mean, you don't want the wrath of those moms. Why is my kid not playing?
Yeah,
well, the kid doesn't suck dick.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I'll tell you why. Too much teeth.
Yeah. How about you, lady?
Yeah, she's
the apple
a tease,
fall far from
that's
the
why. Yeah, it's horrible, man. There was a lot of that. There was a kid who I think this is the second time I've aired him out on your podcast. But it was the guy who did I tell this story where he killed the guy in a drunk driving accident. He killed a woman in a drunk driving accident, and he was on the football team. And the football coach was like, he didn't do anything wrong. And then the reason he was defending the kid was because he was fucking his mom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't remember you saying that.
It was the same.
You might have.
It's the story I told last time.
Okay.
I'm just getting more. I didn't get any libel suits. I know summons in the mail, so I'm just kind of like adding details now that I haven't gotten in trouble. This is my third time on. I haven't been held accountable for anything I've said.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
I'm kind of loosening the leash with every. Yeah.
With every appearance.
Yeah. Until somebody, until
You're just like,
calls.
you have a swastika. Just
Yeah.
look at this new tattoo I got.
Yeah, I did a night in jail and I joined the Aryan Brotherhood.
Have you guys seen the mural? I think it was in Italy of Netanyahu and Hitler kissing.
No.
Can you find that, Billy?
Yeah,
just Google that
let's
for us.
Let's just sit here and stare at that for like 15 minutes.
Maybe not show the people.
Everyone hands up, no hands. What about?
You're like, oh god,
Oh god, dude.
sweaty palms.
Yeah, what do you Google for that? Yeah, he's like, what do I look up?
Hitler.
I guess Hitler Netanyahu mural.
If it's not a thing, AI can make it. We can
Just
get AI to cook
ChatGPT.
up something steamy if we have to.
How do you spell his name?
Net Hen Yu.
Yeah.
He's from Philly. Isn't that's kind of funny?
Is
right?
he?
Yeah.
He's from Philly.
Yeah.
And he's the prime minister.
Go Birds! Go Birds! He is running that. He's running that
Yeah.
country like a Philadelphia
Look at that.
Eagles fan would.
Let's see that.
That's what I'm saying. Is everyone who likes the Eagles?
Look how hot that
supports
is, bro.
genocide. Heard that.
Look at that.
I would
God
have
damn.
honestly. I would have thought it was Putin at first.
I would have liked a little more
Doesn't-
photorealistic. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to jack off to that. But
It does look AI generated though.
That's like an anime version.
Yeah.
Why is it what? Why is he bleeding? Oh, he is.
oh, I guess.
Blood on their hands, maybe?
I
don't know.
Man, this guy.
Oh yeah, it's like a metaphor. Yeah,
A real
it's
modern
important
age
when you're
thinker.
drawing
Did
like
you paint
like when you're drawing like hypothetical like dictator smut. It's important to make a message.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to really like add subtext to it.
Yeah.
you don't want people to think you're shallow.
Yeah, you got to be highbrow. I mean, it's in
Yeah.
Italy. That's,
Yeah.
the place for art.
For
Me and
gay
JR
art.
Yeah.
were cracking up the yesterday. We were about, like, you know how the Sistine Chapel they like painted all like the people on it.
Yeah.
We were like, what if the first draft like I think it was Michelangelo, right? Painted that.
Yeah.
To see it. What if he just came out and he's like, all right, it's done. And they looked in and it was just all like minion porn on the ceiling. And he's like, I did the chapel. And they're like, we like it.
Yeah.
We were wondering maybe if there's another
A few notes.
idea. Yeah,
Small things.
Can we put like maybe Jesus in there? And they're like,
As a minion?
yeah, like I don't know if that's just gonna clash a little bit with the theme I had in mind, but sure, we could try
Does
it.
Jesus have one eye and he's
Yeah.
yellow?
Do you want Jesus to be really jacked and have his meat out?
Yeah.
No. All right, well I don't know why you hired me then. That's my whole thing.
I think
Yeah.
that there is a bunch of dicks on the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
It's all
That was
dicks.
that was. It's just funny to imagine that was as tame as they're like, all right, fine, we'll leave the dicks in just as long as there's no minions on this fucking thing. It's like I don't know, there's still a lot of dicks on there, and like just like it's fine. We already paid like $1 million for this fucking shit. Just let them leave the dicks in.
Everyone makes fun of the small dicks in those things, but it's like
Yeah.
you can't have a big statue with a big hog. It's not
Yeah.
classy.
That's
you
the
know?
first thing to fall off, too.
Yeah.
The
Well,
dick.
that
Like, people fall on it. Yeah, people are going to be petting it.
that's
like
like, you ever see a
Right.
dog
Sphinx's
with
nose.
a huge dick? You ever see like a
that?
bulldog with a huge, like a dog with a huge
It's like
dick?
a set of balls.
Yeah, just swear. It's like
Yeah,
off-putting. Where you're like, hey, but oh god,
Dude,
at
people
you.
who keep their balls like on their dog. It's like, bro, he's sitting on all your stuff too, bro.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
giant balls.
he's
have been
dragging
on your
those
pillow.
across your tile
I know.
floor. There's like smears on the floor.
Yeah,
It
bro.
was, dude. I had a buddy who they left. He had a puggle that was like 70 pounds. It was
Oh,
huge,
yeah,
big
yeah.
fat puggle, and with these big ass nuts, dude. And there'd be nut all over the house. You'd just be walking around dripping.
Yeah. That
Fucking
thing
a
just
pillow.
like looks like Brendan Fraser in The Whale. Breeds like him too, probably.
Oh man,
Yeah, those like fucked up dog breeds are that's I don't know.
they don't live.
Well, no, they it should be against the rules or whatever. You should be able to make just like Dr. Mengele experiments with dogs, you know? Like, what if we pour the hot water on the pug's brain?
Well, we have to choose. If we're gonna do that, then we can't let them in restaurants. You know, we can't do both.
What do you mean?
Like, if we're gonna treat them like subspecies and
Okay.
fuck with them and do that type of shit,
The
the dogs, I'm
dog,
saying.
Okay.
We can't like bring them into civilization.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah, well, I don't think dogs should be allowed. Like, you ever see like a brewery where everyone has their dogs?
Dude.
Fuck that.
I
dude.
hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Everyone
Yeah.
complains about the kids. That's fine. They're gonna end up.
I don't like kids
with parents
either.
like that. They're gonna end up in that brewery someday anyway. But the dog, it's like I don't know, dude. Like, you ever been on like a date before, and then someone's like dog comes over, and you're like, great. Now that you know, like that's
There goes
kind
my
of steals
shot.
my thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I hate if I go to a restaurant and there's a dog.
Yeah.
I
It's like
I
you went
leave.
up to eat. What do
Yeah.
you? It's supposed to be a nice thing.
Yeah.
That's such a white trash. And I'm saying that as, white trash adjacent.
I don't think it's just white trash. It's a lot of
It's not
like
even-
wealthy white people.
Sorry, it's not even
too.
like
That's
white.
true,
It's like
too.
trashy white people behavior. But not white trash. You're right.
Sure.
It's like trashy, like shitty white people, I guess.
And also, if you're not blind or missing a limb,
Yeah.
you don't need a service dog.
Yeah, cool with
Yeah.
this. We gotta
You're fine.
stop with the service.
The service. What, you get anxiety when the fucking
Yeah,
when your
yeah.
card declines? Like,
And then they're doing too like weird ones too, like a service dog. You're like, okay, if it's like a black lab. You're like, fine, that looks like a dog that has a job. But then sometimes you're like, that, like you're like, you see like a parakeet. You're like, what is that thing? You know?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a maybe it's not a service animal, but there's a at the grocery store in my neighborhood. There's this Hispanic lady who walks around with a parakeet on her shoulder, and it's just You're walking around trying to get like peanut butter, and this fucking thing's just You're
It's
like,
kind of sick though, dude.
no, it's not. It's like
You're
someone-
a pirate, bro.
shoot that thing with- yeah, what do you think you are? A
Show the
fucking-
captain some respect.
Should go off the high seas, bro.
If it was a cool pirate kind of guy, then yeah. But it's just like a normal lady who just that's her pet. It's like that's fine if you want to have weird pets, but leave it at home.
Birds hang with birds, bro.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
For the birds.
Just squawking. They speak the same languages. Why?
Can't tell which one of them is doing all the squawking. Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, the service animal thing is, it's weird. And it is usually, like, the same, at least if you had, like, a cool animal. You
Like
know?
an iguana.
Okay.
Maybe
yeah.
a service iguana.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know how it would
That's
help
my
you.
point. Is what's that doing for you?
No,
What's
exactly.
Yeah, he lays in the shade, and that makes
It's
me
making
feel
you look
less
cool, dude.
depressed.
That's what it's
Yeah.
doing, bro.
Yeah, some of those are sick, though. Like a lizard.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
fuck with a lizard.
Yeah.
I like an animal that it requires nothing from me.
That's
why I like
a
cats.
Cat, yeah.
Cats
are
great.
Yeah, cats are very.
If I had more space, I'd have a cat, but I
Right,
can't have
yeah.
it smell like cat piss in here.
Yeah.
You know?
Cats are if you get a bad cat too, they can be kind of like cunty.
Yeah.
Like it could be like sort of like less of a pet and more of an adversary kind of that shares the same space as you.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, like, the bloodline of cats are cooler. Think of all the big cats.
Yeah,
True.
they're more
compared to the
regal. I
dogs.
feel like
Yeah.
cats are more like royal. And,
Yeah. Like a dog. What are the dog? Like, obviously a wolf. Wolves are cool. But then after that, it's what? A hyena? A dingo?
Hyenas are pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, but they're fucking. They're
You know
they're cool, but they're
what is it?
gay.
The chicks got giant dicks.
I don't know. Are hyenas?
Hyenas?
Yeah, you know, hyena. The female got a big hog, dude.
Why? How does that make them a female then?
Because they give birth out of their penis.
Dude, whoa.
They literally
We're
give
in
birth out their
Brooklyn.
penis,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
But there's no hyenas in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
There's no legislation.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. You keep voting blue. There's gonna be. Let me tell you.
Yeah, this hyena wants to
If
play.
Tim
on the...
Waltz gets his way, there'll be some hyenas.
What do we find?
Hyenas are closer to cats.
Closer to cats.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So even better. Okay,
Yeah,
cats.
yeah.
The hyenas are sick, bro.
180. Total 180.
Fucking love hyenas.
Leaving nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. I think a panther is like cool as fuck.
Panther's cool.
Panther's sick.
That's that feels like a Mike Tyson type pet. Like he got a tiger. Like, that feels like a cool like boxer would get like a pet panther or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some rich guy would get, like an exotic pet.
Like a king. It's like a
Yeah.
king animal. If you have a big
Yeah.
exotic fucking anything, it's
Yeah.
a king.
It's
you
cool
know?
to have a pet that can kill something that you're mad at. You know?
Like a person.
yeah.
You could just
Yeah.
throw your enemies in the cage with them.
kind of just close your eyes. And you like click your teeth, you like, and then you close your eyes, and whatever
Yeah.
happens next,
Right.
it's nature taking its course.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's like.
Can you get charged with homicide if you like have your cat maul somebody? There's like negligent homicide. You know what I mean? Like when there's like a drunk driving thing where you're like you should have known better.
manslaughter, maybe?
Yeah, one of those
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, like they count as property, so it does. You know, like
Yeah.
your dog mauls somebody.
It's like big jungle cats don't kill people. Okay,
People, their owners kill people, bro.
The people that lock them up.
Yeah, I'm kind of like
Yeah.
the NRA for jungle cats. I believe
Yeah.
it's really more of a human issue. You know, people aren't trained to use them. They're very safe inherently if
Yes.
used properly.
yeah. That is wild, dude.
You know, the only thing that stop a bad guy with a panther is a good guy with a panther.
Just a good panther.
Yeah.
The Black Panther, bro.
Yeah, it's funny. Like it's like a good guy with a panther, and it also starts mauling the same person. You're like,
Yeah.
damn, this is
Fuck.
actually a pretty good metaphor
We
for the
were
issue
wrong.
in general.
We were wrong
This
again.
is actually a pretty poignant twist of fate here.
Every teacher should have a panther.
Yeah, that's how he stops. You see some kid with a fucking fucked up haircut reaching into his
Yeah.
backpack.
Pulls out a panther, dude.
rips the kid's jugular out. Like, oh fuck, he was going for a pencil. My bad.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get a ballpoint pen. Fuck.
Honest
oh
mistake.
man, that's gonna be such a lawsuit.
Yeah. Honest mistake.
Yeah. Whatever. He was getting molested by the soccer coach anyway. Some mercy killing.
JV.
He was sucking dick to play JV basketball. It wasn't long for the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of sucking dick, what do we think about Kid Cudi? Talking.
I
Uh,
I don't think he mentioned sucking dick, but there had to be some dick sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were we
adjacent.
talking about? That's where those hums came from, bro. That's where he learned he could
Oh, that's
hum like
right.
that.
Yeah, Kanye was.
He was
not
getting his
Kanye.
dick sucked by a dude.
He's fucking him. He's like,
So the
Day and night. Get my dick sucked. Sucking dick.
Day and night is a song about the 2 times you get your dick sucked. Day and night. Pursuit of happiness that's about getting your dick sucked.
That's right.
When are you the most happy? When you're getting your dick sucked.
every single song
Yeah.
that he's ever made.
That's the best.
He said Diddy
So-
went into his house and
Yeah.
fucking, what did he, open up his gifts, his Christmas gifts?
That's not true.
I think that's true. Hold on, can you find look that up?
He took the dollar that the tooth fairy left under my pillow.
It was like his family's Christmas gifts, and Diddy just like went in.
Yeah.
It has
And
to
just
be
started
a
opening.
joke,
A
dude.
lot of like the Diddy stuff, he feels like a cartoon like villain, like an 80s like movie villain, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess for sex, maybe, you know.
Bro, Diddy's
Yeah.
everything we wanted Epstein to be. You know what I mean? Epstein was like, we wanted him to be like, literally black.
Cool as fuck.
Yeah, bro. Could rap.
Yeah, Epstein did that.
Friends
most
with
of life.
Biggie.
He did, yeah.
Look at that headline.
Bill Clinton was still
Kid
president.
Cudi says Diddy broke into his home, unwrapped his family's Christmas gifts, and shut his dog in the bathroom.
They're just doing college pranks, you know. They're like, yeah, he gave me a swirly and called me a nerd.
Oh man.
This is the craziest trial ever, dude.
Diddy broke into my house. He left an upper decker in my toilet. Just frat house pranks. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wacky move, man. I mean,
You know what penning a door is? You stick the pennies in the door so you can't open it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be, you know. My dad's doing this in college. They used to piss on baking sheets, and they put it in the piss in the freezer on a baking sheet. So it formed like a
sheet.
and then
A
they
sheet
go
of
and they
piss?
slide it under the cracks in people's doors, and then just melt and make a puddle of piss in the room.
Oh my god.
What a move.
Yeah. Pretty
What the
smart,
fuck, dude?
you know. For a
That's
guy who went to
wild.
like a D3 school in upstate New York, that's pretty. It was an engineering college, so that's like those engineers. They
That's
got
the engineer
smart.
brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Big
They made
Problem
like
solving, dude.
yeah, big blind community. Deaf maybe deaf. I think big deaf community at the school too.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I used to. There's a school in Rhode Island called the Rhode Island School of the Deaf, and everyone goes there to practice driving for some reason.
Yeah, 'cause the honking doesn't bother them as much.
Yeah. The driving instructor screaming, nobody notices.
yeah.
Yeah.
I learned how to drive in a church parking lot.
Okay.
My mom took me to church, and I was whipping the minivan around.
Nice.
I was pretty good at driving. Like, were you good at driving when you first did it? Like, initially? Yeah, like, I picked it
Yeah.
up pretty quick. What about
Yeah,
you,
that
David?
was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
I was a little nervous, but like,
Yeah.
like I
I was so good at it that I would smoke weed to make it harder.
This is too easy.
So, yeah, I was like, we need to
Yeah.
make this a little more challenging.
Let's knock a couple back.
Oh fuck! I remember one time my friend, we were driving and like just stoned as hell. He had this Jeep. Shout out Matt Stauffer. He had this Jeep in high school with like the doors off and shit. And we were just driving, get baked in his Jeep all day.
That's nice.
And I remember one time, it was like 20 minutes had gone by, just dead. Like those like dead silent, like you're just too stoned to talk.
Yeah.
And he 20 minutes, he just looks over me. He goes, "Feels like I'm driving on butter right now." Cool, man. You're good to be. It's like going well though, right? Like
Yeah.
Is that a good thing? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, good. I wasn't sure.
Driving
if that
on
was
butter.
yeah. There was another time too where there's a traffic circle in our like town, and it's
Yeah.
it's like really hard to navigate anyone from that location. Like, I've met people in New York. I was like, Somerville Circle. They're like, yeah, fuck that place. We were sitting there waiting to go, and like the car was just. Like, like when you're high and you're like afraid to merge and you're just kind of letting them go over and over again. So it was like, I mean, we were sitting there, must have been like 5 minutes. We're just waiting, cars are passing, and finally he just goes, "Ah!" and just punches the just shoots us in the middle of the circle. It was literally like that scene in The Other Guys. He's like, "America!"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, driving. This happened to us last week.
Yeah.
We were getting stoned, going to Queens.
Yeah.
And it was just like, stop, turn,
Yeah,
left, right. And I'm like, this was.
But yeah, bro.
This
I
is
was,
not
I
a
was
good
surprised
idea.
by the move. I was like, all right. I'm like, someone's confident, and someone's had a car for 5 days, and they're very confident that they can drive stoned through.
There's nothing
New York.
more like zen than being fucked up in the passenger seat of a car where the driver is also fucked up.
You just have to.
And you're just
You
kind
ju-
of
you
like,
let go,
I
dude.
hope
Yeah.
they're doing better than I am.
Yeah, you just
right
like
now.
you let go. That really is just like I have my life is in your hands completely.
yeah.
It's like Fight Club. It's like the scene
Yeah.
in Fight Club.
Yeah.
You just look at him, just let go, and just.
Right.
But we were talking about how, man, you were talking about being high driving, drunk driving, dude. That's a
I've
thrill, man.
I've never drunk drove.
That's
before.
No.
Never in my entire
That's
life.
You wanna?
surprising.
I got a car.
Honestly,
First time, baby.
Kinda. I hear people talk
Pop that
about
cherry,
it as an
dude.
adult. And I'm like, that sounds really fun. I
It
think
is
I missed
fun.
out.
It is
Don't
fun.
let people
Yeah.
tell you otherwise. It's a good
But
time.
No,
I mean, it's fun until it's not, you know.
Yeah,
but
until
like,
you got, you know,
I
you're
mean,
not
luckily
through
I
a
never had like that
telephone pole.
moment or whatever.
yeah,
but
or the
God.
police officer's like, you killed 3 people.
You're like new high schooler, baby.
Like, nice.
No.
Only 3?
Yeah, it is funny with like the they shouldn't take your mugshot when you're fucked. If you get a DUI, they should wait till you sober up to take the mugshot. That's like
Yeah.
insult to injury.
Yeah.
Where like you kill a family of 5 and they take a picture of you like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that's like when the article comes out, that's always the photo they use.
That's the picture.
And the
Yeah.
headline is like, you know, like a wealthy teen kills family of 5, and then pictures him like, you know.
I saw a couple pictures of these guys that were like inhalant addicts, and they were all like, it was mugshots.
Yeah.
And their eyes are just bugged out. They got like zits all over their face, and they all have paint like on their face. It's fucking hilarious, dude. They're like, their hair's, it's like they got off a roller coaster.
Yeah. Or they just huffed a bunch of duster.
That too. What a crazy thing to get addicted to.
It really, I've heard it's not, it's like super dangerous.
Oh, I'm sure.
Apparently, like 1 out of like every like 10 times,
healthy.
you just like your brain just turns off.
Yeah, probably.
There's a way I like it's like called like sudden sniffing death, and if you it stops your heart, and it's just like there's no reason, like it's very like idiosyncratic. So you could just be like,
Nice.
and just die immediately. There's a video of it like happening to like kids. Where they'll just like suck the end and be like, "Whoa, dude," and then they're like, "I don't feel so good," and then just keel over. Yeah.
Damn.
And it's like, I don't know, dude. Like there was enough drugs when I was a kid that like I'm not like some Puritan or whatever. You do like the whipped cream cans sometimes. You don't do the duster. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Whippets are like you're fine. All
But
right.
Whippets is such a kid drug. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I remember,
yeah.
like dude, I've seen like adults doing Whippets. I'm like, grow up.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a real- I
you know,
agree.
get a real addiction.
What is like the adult version of Whippets though?
The
Like,
nitrous?
yeah,
Like
like
if you just
ketamine
buy
maybe or
oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now you can just buy nitrous, so you don't
Yeah.
have
I
to
feel
get
like
whipped
poppers maybe.
Amyls, yeah.
You ever done poppers before?
No.
That's weird.
I know I said
Gives
we're
you a
here and
headache.
we're queer, but
How dare you?
Wow, dude, really
you dare call
showing
yourself
you,
part of the community.
Yeah, you're really outing yourself there, or not outing yourself actually.
exactly.
It's
Apparently
weird.
Amyls is like Australian slang or something.
Yeah,
Is it?
amyl nitrates.
Yeah.
But we
Oh,
got
crikey, my
Oh.
asshole's opening. I feel my asshole widening.
Bloody hell.
you fit a koala up there. Fuck, mate.
Go and be the Joey in my pouch.
Fuck, my asshole's loose. It's like a
Gonna be
blown out
dungarees,
tire.
yeah.
Fuck. When we went to Vegas with some friends, it was like right after COVID. It was like when COVID like had just kind of ended, like still wasn't over. We're like, fuck yeah, party, and it was really like it was a sad trip. And it was, I remember when people brought poppers. I don't know why. I don't know what they were planning, but like they were like, no, like if you're drunk and you huff them, it feels good. And I tried it, and it just like gave me a headache. It just makes your skin really hot. And you get a headache.
Yeah.
It's like a head rush. It's kind of like a
Yeah,
nicotine or like a whippet where you just get that like, whoa, I can't really see. And then, but it's not like nicotine where you're like, fuck, dude. It's like,
Well, what's different from that and like smelling salts?
it kind
smelling
of felt like a smelling salt.
Okay.
I think it like raises it does something to your blood pressure.
Yeah.
Poppers. And then that's why your asshole dilates. It's because like it does something like
a pressure
smooth
drop or
muscle.
something, I
Yeah,
guess, yeah.
something. Yeah, like change your blood pressure in your asshole. Open. I don't know, man. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a gay guy.
What's the difference?
Now snip this little bottle and bend over.
Now, would poppers
Stop
help
asking so many
with
questions.
constipation?
Oh,
Interesting.
I don't know.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
a good idea.
Well, it would open your ass,
You
but will
keep
it
a little
force?
bottle on the
You're
back of the
right.
toilet like poopery, you know?
This is for
Ah,
if you
man,
have
I'm
a
really
problem.
fighting this one. Let me see. Oh, there it goes. Plop.
Yeah. Well, I went to the doctor recently. I've already told this story on here, but and I was there for like 4 hours, and all they told me was I had to take a shit, and they basically prescribed like milk of magnesia. $15,000, by the way, is what that would have costed.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not.
15
That's
grand.
not hyperbolic. That's a
No,
real
no, no,
number.
no. It's actually a little bit more than that.
Jesus.
It was like
Christ.
15.4.
You got to poop, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, doc.
Yeah, he's like, hey, for 20 grand, I'll stick a finger up there.
yeah. We'll put a camera up
That's
there for you.
crazy, man. There should be a rule if you go to the doctor and nothing's seriously wrong, that they're like, all right, just go home.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Right. you
I've been
would
to
hope,
urgent
right?
cares before. I'm like, I think this is like, and they're like, you're fine. And I go, okay. And they're like, that'll be $200. I'm like, would you looked at me, you got that, you're all right, man.
It's like going to Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
They just try to sell you shit.
Yeah.
You
Well,
came
no,
for
not
an
really,
oil-
because
oil
I wish
change.
they were like, you're fine, but do you want some Vicodin? I'd be like, now we're talking.
Yeah, I'll pay $200 for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's worth the money. But they don't give you anything. That's the problem. Even when you're really sick now, I don't think they do the fun stuff anymore a lot of times.
What do you mean?
Like narcotics. They don't really give you narcotics anymore. These
gotcha.
when I like the 2010s, back at the height of the pill epidemic, you just go to a doctor and be like, it hurts, and they're like, what? You're like, I don't know. And they're like, you're right, and they'll just give you whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
I got my wisdom teeth. I got 50 Vicodin.
Whoa.
Yeah, they gave me 25. I came back. I was like, it still hurts a little bit. He's like, you want some more Vicodin? I'm like, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm in
might
pain.
help. I'm willing
Right.
to try anything, doc.
Bro, they give that shit away, dude.
Yeah, but now it's like because I guess people kind of ruin the fun. So now it's like hard to get
Yeah.
even like legal drugs.
What was the first thing you got high on? 'Cause I guarantee mine is
The first thing it's bad that I
Dayquil.
have to think that I'm like running.
What is
through
it?
the-
Dayquil. Dude, I've been fucked up on some
Fucked up on
Dayquil,
Dayquil.
dude.
I don't think we ever did.
Or NyQuil, I guess.
I think it was weed, to be honest. I think it
And
was
weed?
just weed. Yeah. We weren't really like I was like very anti-drug until I was in like 8th grade,
okay.
and I remember
Low-key same, dude.
Yeah, and I remember I sat down with my friends, like my friends Brett and Drew at the time. I mean, we all sat down like, listen, we're gonna be like high schoolers next year. Like, we got to start smoking weed and fingering pussies.
That's right.
Dude,
You know, we can't get left behind. This like fucking Call of Duty bullshit we're doing down
That's
here
right.
is not gonna cut it when we're in big fucking high
man,
schoolers.
I remember one of my friends, like, 8th grade, like, I found out he was, like, he started drinking and smoking,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, how could you?
Yeah.
I was like,
Broke my
Yeah,
heart.
you're like,
I
you're
was
a bad guy,
I was like,
dude.
bro, how could you? Okay, what happened to Christ? All right,
And he looked at you all high. He's like, he's dead.
I am him.
That's how I
And we
felt
killed
about
him.
like
Yeah.
cocaine before I tried it too.
Yeah.
Before I found out like every adult does cocaine, I was like, I remember the first time I met. I was a freshman in college, and I met a girl. I was hooking up with a girl, and we were just like laying in bed afterwards. I was like, "You want to smoke some weed?" I thought I was being like cool, and she's like, "Ooh," she's like, "I've never done that before." She's like, "I've only done cocaine." I was like,
Whoa, skip
How
the
is that-
steps.
yeah.
Skip the steps.
Really?
Where's she
Yeah.
from?
She was from Montclair, New Jersey.
Okay.
Wow,
I don't know
that I
what
still
that's
remember
like.
that, but yeah.
Okay. Is there rich
I'm
people over there?
I'm over it though. I don't. I don't think about it at all.
Only done
I
cocaine.
move forward. Yeah.
I've-
I know it was weird.
The first thing I ever got high on was I remember in like elementary school, they started putting Purell dispensers in the hallways and shit.
Yeah.
And me and my friends would just like load up on it and just.
Does that work? Does that work?
It still works, dude. I do
Really?
it at work
Has
all the
anyone got a bottle of
time.
hand sanitizer? Like-
I do it at work all the time, dude. Like if it's like a long ass shift, I'm like, fuck it.
Oh, is it like the alcohol or something?
Yeah, it's like it's like a fucking some inhalant. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, I don't fucking know. Dude.
I don't
Stop
know,
being a
dude.
pussy. Take a sniff.
Yeah.
Now, big inhale. Go, go, go.
It's like Sharpies. Like you snap
Yeah.
Sharpies.
Oh yeah,
It's like-
I would get high off the
Yeah.
Sharpies.
See?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, I did salvia. I think I did salvia
You smoke salvia.
when I was
That's
in high
crazy.
school.
One.
Yeah,
That's a crazy one.
it was awesome. I thought it rocked, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
else
liked
I met has been like, it was the scariest thing I've ever done. I was like, built.
Bro, this is a
different, can't
psychopath,
relate.
bro. You're
It
a
was so, it
killer,
felt like
dude.
a roller coaster. I remember I was going the whole time. I felt like I was on King Decareaux. It was
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
fun. And then I
Cheaper.
sobered up, and then it was just like I just felt like kind of like euphoric for a while. And I remember I went to get my bike because I was like peaking, and my buddy was like shaking me. He's like, "My brother's here. He's gonna pick us up." And I was like, "Okay, let me take one." I took one
What a
more hit. I
demon.
remember, but it like you build a tolerance really quick. So the second one didn't work as well. So I just kind of like I was like half awake, half kind of in the zone still. And I walked up to his car. It was a two-door car, like a coupe. And I
Yeah.
kept grabbing at the gas tank thing because it looked like a handle. And then when I grab it, it would just disappear.
Whoa.
It's still one of the trippiest drugs that I've done.
Yeah.
And
sounds
then
about
I
right.
had a really good time. And then I found out everyone who does it like has a terrible time. So I was like, I'm going
Yeah.
to quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah.
I'll just do that one time. Yeah. I think I tried to get my hands on like one more time, me and some friends like later. But then they like made it illegal in New Jersey. It was like hard to find.
It's legal in Maine. We're talking,
Yeah.
you can go up there next time.
Yeah, it's not really like it like lasts for 5 minutes. It's just weird.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's very quick.
Yeah.
Huh.
Kind of like a DMT type.
Yeah.
But you don't get any like profound realizations. I think you just go like
Yeah,
It's like fucked up.
it's just
Yeah.
hell, bro.
apparently yeah,
Yeah.
for some people apparently.
Yeah, dude, I've seen like videos of people on it, dude. It sounds they're like they're
Yeah.
fucking
That's
seizing up,
now, this is
dude.
gonna sound probably counterintuitive, but that feels good. Because what happens is you lose control of your limbs, you kind of start doing a little like, like
See, I would just feel like
yeah.
I'm
You can't really
I'm
move
too
your.
cool for that. I
Yeah. And you feel really heavy. Like, I remember I fell back and I was like, you like, can't move and your body feels really heavy.
Yeah.
And then your vision just goes black and you're just like I don't know, patterns and different. People say I get transported to different worlds. I was also drunk as shit when I did it. So
Oh yeah.
I was
maybe
stoned
that
and
helped.
drunk when I did it. So
That's a good move.
yeah, but I don't know. I've never really had. I've done a lot of psychedelics and they've all been pretty, knock on wood,
They've
pretty
been good?
fun. I've had bad, like difficult moments, but I don't know. The whole bad trip thing is like
Yeah.
a little foreign to me.
I've had some bad ones.
I've had some like real emotional trip. Like I took mushrooms one time and I watched A Place Beyond the Pines and had a real good cry.
Oh.
So I've had like weird, like difficult, like emotional trips, but I've always like come out of it and felt very cathartic and grateful and like been like, oh okay, yeah, like I understand that feeling now because I'm Irish. We push
Keep it
everything.
down.
Yeah.
Keep it
So
down.
like mushrooms bring that all to the surface and it's like good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even after a bad trip, I usually feel good about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
while
yeah.
you're doing it,
Yeah.
it feels like you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have like a weird moment, so it can kind of fuck with you for a little while too. I remember I had a really long night, and then I just had a weird like thought loop towards the end of the night, and I was like, I remember for like a couple weeks after, I was a little hesitant to do mushrooms. I was like, I don't want to do that. But then it didn't have that. They never got the loop again. Yeah.
It's also like when you have that happen, the next time, if you start to feel it come on, you can kind of catch it early.
Yeah, that's the key. Is
Yeah.
you feel that like, and then you just go like, I'm fine. I'm on drugs. I'll be normal.
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
Really. Yeah.
That's kind of it's like my mantra too. Like
Yeah.
whenever I'm like, it's just the drugs, bro. Just like sit down.
Some of them you just got to take the ride. You can't.
Yeah. But the scary part is like you're like I went off the ride, dude. Like I've been on this fucking roller coaster
Yeah.
too long.
That's
what
the one.
Xanax is for.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I've
take
heard
a
that
couple.
too.
I didn't know people did psychedelics without Xanax before I was like 23. When I was like a teenager, dude, that was always because Xanax was everywhere at the time. So it was just like it was an off button. We're like 8-9 hours into an acid trip. You're like, I'm bored, and you would just take a Xanax and bye bye. It just
Really?
it just turns it off. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very like it's like perfect. And you just have some breakfast, go to sleep. All of the like nasty come down effects where you're like, like, my stomach feels a little weird. I'm not hungry, but I am hungry. That goes away. That like agita at the end of the trip, all of that just kind of, and you just melt into like a little,
Into a puddle.
and then you're like, it's like two drugs in one. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm getting fucked up on something. I used to, this is how much of a degenerate it was. When I was in college and I'd be on an acid trip, I'd be looking forward to taking bars. Like, I'd be like, oh, dude, I get to get fucked up on downers later, too. This is the best night ever. I get to have 2 drug experiences in one night. This is awesome. And I get to smoke weed the whole time.
That's me
What a lucky-
with
what a-
smoking cigarettes and drinking.
Yeah.
When I'm drinking, I get excited. I'm like, I'm gonna smoke mad cigarettes. Dude. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I don't even really smoke cigarettes, but when I look forward to drinking because then I'm like I can smoke. It like activates my ability to smoke
Right.
cigarettes. Yeah.
Because they don't count.
Yeah. Well, and also too, I don't enjoy them as much sober.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
do
bro.
real stress,
I
like a
love 'em all the
stress
time,
thing.
dude.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
talking about it.
Bro. Bro, I learned this the other day. Did you know that Marlboros were originally a lady cigarette?
You told me that.
Yeah, dude, they were like marketed towards women. Like this is a feminine cigarette or whatever. But it was like in the 50s or something. They wanted to change the demo, so they got the Marlboro Man. They started
Marlboro
like
Yeah.
cowboy killers
Yeah.
for a real man. Your penis smokes a cigarette.
It ashes on your balls.
Yeah, you're both Marby Reds, right?
Marby
Both
Reds.
Yeah. First cigarette I ever smoked was a Camel, though.
Okay.
Oh.
What was my first cigarette? I'm trying to remember.
This is just a drug timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
This is a trip down memory lane.
We're gonna find the moment it all went wrong.
Yeah.
I think I had a buddy in high school who smoked American Spirit, the dark green,
Okay.
like menthol heavies.
Yeah.
He would smoke. I would bum those off him a lot.
Everybody that smokes
In high
chops
school.
or moles or whatever you want to call them, they
Yeah.
all get fucking American Spirits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spirits. Then in college it was Marby 27s.
I had those recently.
Yeah.
I didn't love them.
It was the thing. It was all I smoked in college, and then I tried a pack a couple years ago when I was like down in Texas, down in Austin Film Festival. I bought a pack because it's a great networking tool when you're like around like
Oh, yeah.
writers and stuff, especially.
Hey.
Yeah, great networking. And I was like, ugh, not as good as I remember.
Yeah.
Switched to Parliaments as an adult. Parliaments are Lucky Strikes, the unfiltered Luckies. If I want like a nice, wide-bodied, full-flavored.
Parliaments have the recess filter.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Parliaments
that
those
does,
are just
but-
dirty air. Those are just like you use
Pretty much
blaster
nothing.
back.
It does pretty
It's just
much
another
nothing.
marketing point. They're like recess
Dude.
filter.
I
No,
mean, I
they're
saw this
for,
whole documentary. Cigarettes are responsible for
bite down
all
on.
modern marketing.
What is it?
Cigarettes are responsible for all like modern marketing. Like the industry we know as marketing.
Yeah.
Cigarettes
Cigarettes.
invented that shit, dude.
Yeah.
But
Diamonds
the-
too. De Beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The recessed filter. I think it was because they came out around like World War II, and that you could it was the soldiers could bite down the recessed filter.
Chomp on it.
And,
While
like,
they
hold on,
fucking
yeah.
garroting of crouch.
Yeah, they were
Blasting Germans open.
yeah. They're barbecuing a Japanese guy in a bunker somewhere.
Dude, how crazy was it that they had flamethrowers?
You ever see the documentaries
Yeah.
with the old guy? They get the cute little
Just a guy with a fucking bomb on his back.
They get the cute little like old guys because you know they get like all like compressed when they're old. So they're just
Yeah.
like they look like the guy from Up, and they're just like, I remember roasting 5 Japs in that bunker with my flamethrower. And you're like, oh my god, like that's
Dude, those
somebody's
guys-
grandpa, dude.
Built completely different, bro. You ever
Yeah.
see the video of the
Yeah.
dude who dropped the fucking nuke, the atomic bomb?
I don't think I've seen a video of him now.
Dude, he's like, I would do it again. I had no problem with it. I loved it. And I'd do it again if they gave me the option. We win, bitch.
Yeah. No, the world. It's funny because like you see a lot of like you know with the whole like because everyone thinks fascism's coming back, so you see a lot of like old like boomer liberals posting stuff online about like you know like the original anti-fascists, and it's like the people storming the beaches of Normandy. Like, no, those were bloodthirsty racists.
Yes.
They found out they were
Yeah.
going to kill
But they were
Japanese people, and they were
Antifa,
like, yes.
Yeah.
But if like the people posting about that met those guys, it really wouldn't be a good conversation.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
They
mesh.
wouldn't get along. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, even soldiers today, you know what I mean? Like, soldiers aren't known for being, like, the most liberal, open-minded guys.
Right,
You know what I mean? It
exactly.
takes
Yeah,
a
yeah,
certain
yeah.
kind of man to be like, I'm going to
Yeah.
go across the world and shoot a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I mean, you need 'em. You need guys like that. You got to have guys
Yeah.
like that in a
I'm gonna
society.
go across
you
the
know?
world and shoot a guy because he's being mean to Israel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Now it's like in those days, a lot of those guys didn't have a choice. They just got sent out. Some of them were.
Well, World
were
War II, they
Fenian
wanted
racists.
to. You know what I mean? World War II, there was
That's
like that
true,
whole
too.
thing where it's like, no, I have to serve.
We gotta
you
win.
know?
Yeah.
Well, that was like kind of, I think, arguably probably the last like justifiable war. that we
Unarguably, I don't
beat.
think.
Yeah.
I think that's like the only
Well, I
one.
think-
That might be the
I
only
think
justified
we
war.
had
Civil
some-
War.
I think we
Civil
had some-
War. Come on.
Civil War too. Yeah.
That's a Rhode Island in you coming around. It wasn't that important.
Well, no, the most recent World War II. Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, we had some points in Iraq, but
Yeah.
Revolutionary War
suppose.
too,
I
bro.
still
That one
think
was
those- I think
justifiable.
I think those WMDs are still out there. I think they're hiding.
They might be
somewhere.
out
I just think we weren't looking hard enough.
Yeah. That's the truth.
I don't think Dick Cheney was lying. I think that's a little harsh. No, I think we just didn't look hard enough.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He.
I think we should go back. Honestly, let's run it back.
We should go somewhere.
Yeah.
We're not anywhere right now. Not
well,
anywhere seriously.
yeah,
We're just
yeah.
hanging out,
Yeah, a lot
bombing
of
stuff.
situationships.
Yeah.
we're
We need a
kinda-
commitment.
Yeah.
Iran, maybe.
That's where
That
that's
might
where
be
it's
the
going.
one.
That's where it's going.
That might be the one, bro.
Yeah. You're talking about it. We're all gonna be. We're having this exact same conversation in a bunker in Iran in a
Oh,
couple of
man.
years.
Hopefully they let us do the podcast.
Actually, I think
Lift of the troop spirits.
Good
Like, pull
morning,
that up, Billy.
Iran.
Yeah. Billy's like, I don't even have a laptop, bro.
I think they cut. I looked at. I'm cut off from the draft. I don't think they can get me anymore. I think it's like 28, and I turned 29 in July.
I think it's even younger.
But I think it's like even if they like if we really if we were.
Is it? Oh, no.
Is it, it's what?
I thought it was like 35.
Let's look it up.
I think it's like we have to be losing pretty bad to get to that point.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
send
they
anybody out
start
there.
with like the young 18-year-olds,
Mhm.
and then they're like, all right, then we go 19s, and we run out of those, we go 20. They kind of work their way up.
Oh, 18 to 25.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought,
All right.
yeah, it's like mid.
Yeah,
it's
then
not
it
as old
gets
as you
real
think. You age out of it pretty quickly.
So we're good. We're all good.
We're all good. We can all be cowards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go to Canada.
I thought I was still on the hook.
No, you're good, man.
Nah, but you don't want some guy with bad knees, on the front lines.
Yeah.
True.
Some guy who's just like, I got to put my brace on before we can storm
Oh, they'll
the
fix you up
trenches.
with some steroids real quick, though.
Oh, they give you plenty of shit out there.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
They give you speed. They give you all
True.
that.
Come
which
on,
is what I
super
want.
soldier, dude.
Modafinil, right? They give you that.
Is that what it's called?
It's like it's like the new speed.
Oh.
It's like cleaner. It doesn't like make you like. You know?
Oh, it's the new.
Because
yeah.
they would give them
Apple makes it.
they would give speed to soldiers like in World War II and stuff.
Oh, of course.
And then it would make you a little wiry, a little, you know.
You want to kill.
Well, yeah, but
Tweaky.
just a little too, like a little unpredictable. You know,
Yeah.
like meth heads, they're a little crazy.
Yeah,
so
bro.
the modafinil is like a new drug. It's like a new upper. That's like I think a little. It doesn't make you as like tweaky.
Yeah. Okay. You just feel in it. It's like a monster.
Yeah, they just give you a white monster.
Get out there.
Yeah, here's a bang energy and a tin of Zen. Go
Yeah.
fucking to free Iran from tyranny.
Yeah. That they're begging for.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
begging
yeah,
for
yeah.
help for.
Yeah, go. I don't know.
Man, have you seen those photos of like Iran before the revolution, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy,
Yeah.
man.
It's a completely different world, dude.
Bro, sexy, bro. Straight
Wild.
sexy.
It was like Miami down there, bro.
Yeah, I know, dude.
They're
I'm
having
like,
a ball in Iran.
There's a bunch of coke and speedboats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of Arab money. That sounds like a good time. Man.
oh yeah.
And now, I mean, aren't they trying to get rid of all transgender troops?
I think
American troops?
Yeah, I did
yeah,
hear about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't. You know,
If they want to fight, man, who gives a shit?
that's really
Right?
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most people don't want to fight, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
you want to pick now?
Yeah.
Dude, I worked the last job I had at the Blink Fitness. Fuck you, Blink Fitness.
Yeah. Firing them.
No, they were good to me. I don't know why. But 2 weeks after I started working there, they announced they're going bankrupt, and so people started quitting. I remember one of the young guys I worked with. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go into the military." I'm like, "Is that how bad this job is?"
Yeah.
The people, I was like, "Do you watch?" This was right when the Russia-Ukraine thing was popping up. I was like,
Whoa.
Do you know what's going on over there? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be." But I'm thankful there's people like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna be like, "Don't do that," because everybody I know is a coward, myself included.
Sure, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Fuck
so we're
that,
not
dude.
gonna. Most people I know are like dumb, who like won't go to an open mic if it's
Yeah.
like out of the way. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, this subway's
That's
late, so
far.
I'm not gonna go." Yeah,
It's raining.
yeah. So
You want that guy crawling in the mud?
yeah, I don't want somebody who's like who can't even who's like too coward to go up with who's too yellow to go up with a grizzly pear
Yeah.
while the sun's
Yellow
still
belly.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want someone like that in the trenches defending my freedom. I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want somebody who's brave enough to cut their dick off, twirl it over their head like an Indian warrior. You see that coming, you're like, all right, we surrender. Fuck.
Cut it the fuck off.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
waving
it's-
his dick. What is he doing?
Yeah. No, it's just a crazy,
Yeah.
you know. I remember speaking to a girl who was vehemently, she's like a, real feminist type, and she's like, guys now are soft because they don't want to go to war, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what you're asking for, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, when those guys come back, they're going to beat the fuck out of you.
Smack it on the wall.
Like,
Yeah.
these guys don't want to fight back.
Yeah,
in
they're
the day,
gonna
they
wake
used
up
to fight wars.
screaming in the middle of the night and put your head through a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
4th of July is not going to be fun.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah, yeah.
That's also a fucked up thing.
What?
It's like the 4th of July, we're like, let's celebrate.
You're like, remember those people you killed? Ah!
Yeah, and then let's blow shit up in
The
the
voices
sky.
in your head.
Same thing with Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking veterans walking around their apartments like this.
Yeah.
Fucking scared.
Yeah,
a terrifying
there really
thing.
is. There's a lot of holidays in America where it's just like we kill people. Remember that?
Yeah. Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Pretty cool of us.
Yeah.
What's Labor Day? Is that like a cool like socialist holiday?
It could be.
Yeah.
Just good job, guys. We're
celebrating
going to
Labor
work.
Day.
Yeah.
That's what we celebrate. Going to work
Yeah.
and killing people.
Basically.
Yeah,
Making money and killing people.
All that matters, dude. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and Christmas.
Make money.
Christmas,
and
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Slime the
Jesus
ops.
killing people and buying shit.
Yeah. Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Plant
Bro, honor the
trees.
trees, dude.
Yeah.
Honor the
Trees.
plants.
That's a real lib holiday. Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Earth Day. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I don't do woke holidays
Yeah,
like
what's that?
Arbor Day.
Yeah,
or
Hanukkah.
Juneteenth. I do real man's holidays like 4th of July,
We could,
Halloween.
yeah, where I could dress
I
up,
don't get scared. Well, I could dress up in racist costumes.
and it's
Get
okay.
fired. Yeah. Get fired from my job as a gym teacher.
Yeah. Anyone excited for the new Kanye album?
A little bit, yeah.
What's it called? Bully?
No, that was the that's the old. That was one he just released.
Okay.
That was
Is it
that's
album?
funny. Yeah,
He's
if you
dropping
read
one in June.
The critics' reviews of it. It's really funny because
They
it's
like
a
it.
fantastic album. So
Yeah.
it's like they're like 9 out of 10. They're like I don't like it either. It's really good. He's a terrible person. It's like Rolling Stone and like magazines that like really you could tell it hurts them. They're like. Yeah, he's a genius. He's crazy. He's an asshole, but he's actually really good at music. So,
Can't deny it.
unfortunately, yeah.
Until he gets caught with some wacky sex stuff, he can just keep doing it.
But I feel like a lot of his stuff's out in the open already. Like Jeffree
Yeah.
Star and him were fucking.
Really?
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye West and Jeffree Star were fucking.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, it's like kind of like it's the thing. It's like rumory, but like
Well,
it's like
is that like the because doesn't Jeffree Star said he's like fucked every rapper?
Okay.
It's not like his claim to fame is he's like
a lot of them.
You believe
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I
kinda
believe
do,
it.
though because he says
Believe
that, like,
women.
His DMs, he says his DMs are full of like rappers like trying to like fuck.
Okay.
And I kind of believe that. To be
I do,
honest.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing I remember I learned about this doing a black room. That Lil Baby apparently there's a video of him sucking somebody's dick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's that picture of he's like in between like Diddy and someone else, and they're like hugging him like in a sandwich. Like it's like a weird.
Bieber. Well, you can talk about Bieber. That's like
Or Bieber too, yeah.
Bro, you saw the one Pharrell,
turned out.
Lenny Kravitz and Diddy.
No.
Dude, it's like
It's a picture?
Lenny Kravitz is wearing like a mesh shirt. It's like
Yeah.
nipples are pierced and like poking out, dude.
Yeah.
And Pharrell's like sitting there, you know. Bro, I saw the caption. It was so.
Imagine-
It's like I know Diddy and Lenny were eating Pharrell's booch off the bone that night.
Yeah, imagine
Booch.
imagine getting like railed out by Pharrell while Happy is playing in the background.
Yeah.
That's where it came from, dude. I'm happy.
Clap along.
The clapping is just
That's terrifying, dude.
yeah.
But hey, you want to make it?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Get to
I'm at the
sucking.
point in my career that
If Diddy wanted to fuck you in your ass, you
yeah,
might,
yeah. Can
you
I
might let it
open
go.
at the next freak off?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, but that's the thing. That's not all Diddy's doing to your ass. You know what I mean? Like he's
Right.
gonna fuck your ass. That's like the least of your worries at that point.
Is it? I
gonna
haven't
rub
read the
your
court
cum.
documents.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna like rub your cum
On
on
his
his,
nipples,
fucking
yeah.
I
face,
do
like
every once in
face
my
paint.
cum.
you
Once
know
it leaves
what
my dick, my cum is no longer my
The
concern.
nastiest shit of all that he's done that's come out: applesauce on cheeseburgers, bro.
Ew.
I mean? Yeah. Oh, I did.
That's
see
the most
that.
deplorable thing that that man
Just
is.
Yeah.
circle back to cum real quick. That reminded me of something.
Sure.
You ever caught your own? You ever got hit by your own load before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I
Recently?
Kinda. Yeah. A couple months ago.
It sounds like it. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're like
I know,
ready to
yeah.
talk about it.
It was because it was just like one of those you pull out and it's just God. It was just like one of those like volcanic
eruption.
eruptions.
Oh, you're talking
Dude.
about with a lady.
Yeah. It was with the lady, and then she was
no.
like, what? What? You guys don't think you don't think I do that?
You don't think I come in my own face with a lady?
I was just sitting there like,
That's
oh
what I
boy.
thought.
Yeah.
Because I've done that.
Just like looking down the barrel,
Oh
dude.
no! Ew! No! Never my own cum. You guys are gay. I meant with a lady. No, I pulled it out and then it was like a weird angle and it just shot him right in the face. Just
Ricochet, dude.
Blued one right in my face. It's like ah.
You turned into like a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Start knocking shit over.
Yeah. Just like a guy who's been shot in an old western, just stumbling around.
Wilhelm
Bro, I'm just picturing like slow mo, like going into your mouth. Dude,
Oh
you know
no.
what I mean?
No,
It's like-
I remember one time, after I got bopped off, I kissed a girl, and I think she had a little milk mustache because I tasted something.
Oh,
I tasted a little
yummy.
something, and I was like, I think that's cum.
Yeah.
I don't like to think about it too much, but like in the back of my head, I'm like, that was cum.
Yeah, yeah, we've all been there.
It's kind of like you know what it tastes like.
We've all
without
been there.
even- You ever see something you know what it tastes like without having to taste it? You know,
Sure.
yeah, it was kind of one of those things where I was like, I've never tasted cum before, but I'm pretty sure that's
I've
cum.
tasted
Yeah.
cum aftertaste, where like, you know, like
Yeah.
girls.
After you swallow it.
Yeah,
You're like,
Yeah, when I
minty.
burped it 2 hours later.
You're getting a nutty after.
yeah. What a mouthfeel.
It's
Yeah.
like when you have Italian, it kind of repeats on you for the next couple hours.
No, you ever kiss a girl after she suck your dick? You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Why
yeah,
not?
yeah. Yeah.
But you can't.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
you can't be
well,
like. She wants to kiss. You can't be like. You know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
like,
toss her
yeah.
a toothbrush.
Yeah, you can't do that, dude.
Like, yo,
yourself
little
up,
forehead
sweetheart.
cut.
You can't be
Yeah.
that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Drinking my own cum.
Okay. Yeah.
Yummy.
It's like Manny Pacquiao drinks his own piss to get the nutrients back.
Sure. Yeah.
Man, I didn't know he did that, bro. I know Bear Grylls.
That
would
was
do
like
that
his
shit.
thing. He would like drink his own
Bro,
piss.
speaking of fighters, I got a weird tangent.
All right.
You guys ever see Tickled?
Oh, you were saying about this,
Dude, yeah.
right? It's like the documentary about the.
It's about competitive
Ticklers.
endurance tickling. And
Endurance.
endurance, bro. How long
It's like
can
3
you last?
hours. You're like,
Yeah. How long can you last, bro? It's from like 2016 or something, but like this like New Zealand guy, this Kiwi, you know, he's he's like on Facebook, he's like seeing these weird tickled videos, so he like wants to do a story on it,
Yeah.
and he reaches out, and the owner like of these videos, the one like putting these out, like responds back. They're like threatening to sue. They're like, you know, we will not be associated with a gay journalist such as yourself.
Oh.
They're homophobic, bro. It's just dudes tickling
Yeah.
each
Well, you
other.
have
They're
to
like,
be.
we're not.
Yeah.
What's gay about that?
Yeah, bro,
Well,
this
you
is
either
not.
have to be
you're
the gayest
gay,
guy
dude.
alive or the most homophobic guy alive to participate in that.
Of course.
You can't just be a guy who's just like, oh, I never thought about it that way. Like you know, you have to be either like there's nothing sexual about
That's
it.
literally what he was
Yeah,
saying. He's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, there's nothing gay about this. This is about masculinity and
Yeah,
athleticism.
yeah.
It's a job.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
straight
yeah.
dudes who do gay porn.
Now
Yeah.
pass me the baby oil.
Dude, a lot
Yeah.
of gay dudes do straight porn. They just pop like pills, bro. There's not a lot of gay dudes doing gay porn. It's mostly like straight
straight
dudes who
guys.
just
yes,
like.
yeah, you're right. No, you
Yeah.
have to. It's like
If you're
the
a guy
open
trying to
mics of porn.
break into the industry, you got to be willing
Yeah.
to
To
get it
fuck
on with a
dudes.
man.
The open mics of porn is like you got to bang guys. And
Yeah.
Then, and then like once
Once
you
you banged enough
crazy
guys,
test.
you get to graduate to pussy. Dude.
that actually is how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah, I know, dude.
You get to fuck a Bella Danger. It's like doing the Beacon.
Yeah.
Selling out Madison
One
Square
night only.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I ate so much shit to get to this.
Yeah.
They got another thing that they do.
I put my 10,000 hours in.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that most of those guys, even when they're fucking girls, they take something.
Yeah, they gotta last a while. You gotta
Yeah.
last,
Well,
you
you probably become very jaded to it.
Yeah.
You know, probably you're
Like,
not like,
oh,
oh
it's like
boy,
doing another
pussy. Yeah,
vagina.
you're just
Yeah.
like, what a long day of work.
And some guys inject some shit in their dick, and apparently it like ruins their dick.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to Harvey Weinstein, right?
Really?
Yeah,
his
he
dick's,
would.
like, all
Dude, there's
fucked
like
up. Yeah.
drawings
dick's
of his
mangled.
fucked up wiener. I had to take the glass out. His fucked up wiener.
yeah.
You can see it, man.
Can we find it?
I think he tried to give himself like injections to make his dick bigger or something, or make the.
I thought he had like a STD or something, or like he had a disease or some shit.
I think his dick
But
wasn't.
it got
get-
infected. He would stick needles into it, and it got infected.
Yeah,
and
he
then
got gangrene.
he
Yeah,
got,
so what- yeah,
he
yeah,
got gangrene in
He
his
was
dick,
injecting
bro.
the porn star shit that makes you hard, and he, I guess he used like a dirty needle and got like an infection. and yeah, dick-
I can't think of a more deserving person though.
it is. We were talking about earlier. It's kind of like a Greek god type. Thing.
Yeah,
Of,
bro.
like, yeah,
also,
like a
he
Greek
was
god
raping. He was
punishment.
raping with his fucking gangrene dick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So it's
ugh.
like it still would.
It matches what he looks like, though, because he looks
Yes,
he's
Yeah.
hard
you
in
can't
the
look at
eyes
a guy
anyway.
like that and like, oh yeah, that's a normal penis.
Well,
The
it'd be
guy's a
kind of
normal
fucked up
penis.
if he had a huge, beautiful hog, you know, where he just whipped it out and they were like, "This is still rape, but that's a nice dick," you know.
That's a hell of a
They're like,
hog, bro.
"Whoa,
No scars, nothing.
nice."
I gotta take a bathroom break.
It goes right up.
Go pee, buddy. We'll keep
Yeah.
it going.
Uh,
I'll talk about my fuck.
yeah. Yeah, it's one of those bones you could hang clothes on it, you know, like a hat hook.
Yeah. Need to hang a jacket?
yeah. But see,
Yeah.
you have a dick like that, you don't really need to. You just fuck, you know.
I suppose. Well, I mean, you also,
I think if you have a really nice dick, you have a lot of confidence. It seems.
That's
I've
probably
met
true,
people
too.
with huge dicks. I played hockey with a guy. It was the first. You remember the first big dick you ever saw? The first time you ever saw a dick, where you're like, it's supposed to be that size.
I don't think so.
I remember, dude, I was young. I was like probably like 10 or like this is like formative memories.
Yeah.
Where I was peeing at the urinal. It was after a hockey game. We were in the locker room and we were peeing at a urinal next to me. I looked out and was like, oh my! It was the size of like my arm, like the biggest dick I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because his dad was like, he was like a really like weird like nerdy kind of guy, and his dad was this really like weird nerdy like Jewy guy, and then his mom was like trophy wife. And everyone was just like how does
You
like
get why.
had those? And then I saw his hog, and I was like, oh, that's
Gotcha.
yeah. They got kickstands.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember that like lives rent free in my head to this day, where I'm like, that is the biggest dick I've ever seen. And it was
Still,
on like
you
a
think?
12-year-old.
You think still?
I think I haven't seen a ton of dicks, but yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
any like in person that are like, whoa, that is a huge dick.
I remember one year I went to a birthday party.
It was like a man dick at like 10
on a
years old. It was
12-year-old.
like
Yeah.
a 12, like a man's dick.
Damn.
It was like big and hairy. It was a big fat man's dick. I had my shrimpy little, like
Normal
like
dick.
pubeless, like little 10-year-old dick. Yeah, and
Yeah.
imagine just seeing like your like remember your dad's dick for the first time.
I don't think I've seen my dad's
You've
dick.
never seen your dad's dick.
No.
David, get back in here.
Tell us about your
I'm
dad's
starting to feel
dick.
weird. I need someone else to validate this. I need someone on my side.
Yeah.
No, but I genuinely I remember seeing my dad's dick as a kid. I'd be like, whoa,
I
haven't
almost
seen-
saw it very recently.
Oh, okay.
I
I
almost
haven't
saw
seen
my
it. I
dad's
kind of
dick.
want. I kind of want to see it as an adult.
Just recently.
See if it's like really if it's as big as I remember. If I look at it now and I go, oh, that's just like a normal dick.
Yeah.
It's just like a perspective.
That's like the
thing,
same as mine.
Yeah.
No, one time I remember I went to a birthday party, and I mean, we were kids. We were in like elementary school. And the kid whose birthday it was, real name, Curtis Jackson. It's his actual name.
Cool.
And he was fucking running around. It was at a like a YMCA.
Yeah.
And they like rented out the pool, and we got the locker room and everything. And all of us were like, "Oh no," because we didn't want to be naked around each other.
Yeah.
And Curtis was just literally running around, butt ass naked, shaking his dick, swinging it around.
Was the semi-racist question?
He was
Kurt,
black.
Yeah.
He was,
yeah.
Yeah, very black.
Curtis Jackson. I was like,
Yeah.
I really like to take a shot in the dark here, but
No,
no
yeah,
pun
he was black.
intended.
But he was like,
Good.
he was just letting that motherfucker fly, bro.
Yeah, I bet he was.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is you have a big dick, and because even as a kid, you're like that. That's big, And
Yeah.
you probably know. And I think your whole life you just have a different kind of confidence. You're like, no matter what people say to you, like you're just like, I have a huge dick.
Yeah.
I have like a comically big dick.
Before I even had sex, I was scared that my dick wasn't big enough because I was just
Oh,
used to
really?
like porno dicks.
Same.
And they're
Yeah.
like, those are obviously ridiculous anomalies.
I don't know. This
Usually,
maybe
you know?
it'll sound kind of conceited. I have a pretty like decent, not like I wouldn't call it big.
I have a tiny penis.
No, I have a very adequately sized dick.
That's good.
Yeah. I remember like way back when I was like I remember I measured it one time. I did this. I was like, oh, I'm in like the upper percentiles.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
yeah.
You're a math guy.
It's not. It's not big enough to where
I
it's like.
deduce.
Whoa.
His dick is adequate.
You're doing statistics. Put it into Python. Let's
I would
see.
say
Hell
it's like it's like a size where it's never come up.
Okay.
Never once.
No, yeah,
Has
that's
anyone
good.
ever mentioned anything
Sure,
about it?
same.
It's just like that's a dick. And they pull it out and they go. I remember one time I pulled my dick out and a girl went. She went, oh, that'll
Yeah.
do.
I'm
Or
bad
exactly,
at-
she went, that'll work.
Yeah.
I'm bad at
Exact words
fucking
were that
for
awesome.
other
Yeah.
reasons, you know?
That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. She just went like, all right.
Have you
Pretty
seen your dad's dick?
good. Yeah.
David,
what about that?
Yeah, of course.
You've seen it?
Thank
Of course.
It's like,
you.
what
Thank
about you?
These guys were giving me
No,
weird
me and
look. I was
him-
like,
No, dude.
I was talking about a guy I met with a big dick, and I was like, it's kind of like when you see your dad's dick for the first time. They're
No,
like,
hell
what?
yeah,
I was
bro.
like, come on.
It's a passing rite of passage,
Yeah.
bro. Seeing your dad's
Maybe I have. and I just
giant
don't remember.
penis,
I don't know.
bro.
Have you seen it as an adult though?
No.
See, that's the thing. I wonder if you saw it now. If you're like, that's just a regular dick.
I
should
mean,
be able
dude,
to
I remember
ask.
I saw it as a bro. It was scary big.
Dad, do you love
Hey.
me or not?
Show me your
Look
dick.
it out. Yeah.
I haven't seen your dick in years. Mom.
Yeah. Flop it over
It's
your
time
wrist.
for a family reunion.
Yeah, dude. There's some people that just they love playing with their dick. I remember there was a kid on the football team who would put his dick on people's shoulder, like in the locker room,
Jeez,
like the coach
dude.
is talking, and like I'm sitting here, and he would stand.
Yeah.
He would just like put his dick on your shoulder.
I had a buddy who would do.
Damn it.
We ran cross country. We didn't really run cross country. We would just smoke weed in the woods
That's
while everyone
nice.
else ran. But we were on the team, and if you're on the team, they give you these gay little shorts. They're like the shorts that can be
balls
without your
come out,
nuts like
yeah.
hanging out. So what my buddy would do is he'd take his nut bag, he'd hang a ball out the shorts so
Hell
you could
yeah.
like see it from just like the. And he'd walk up to people. He'd go, "I'm never gonna get the stain out." And they go, "What?" He goes, "My shorts are ruined." They looked out. He go, "Ah!"
He's doing the
dick.
brain.
I remember he used to do it to the same. I forget the kid's name. He would do it over and over against the same guy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey, Eduardo, look at my shorts." Like I was staying, and Eduardo would be like, "I'm gonna look, and your balls are gonna be hanging out." And he's like, "Dude, no, like it's not like look this time, it's not my balls."
Yeah.
And then it'd be his.
You're like, oh, you
balls.
got me.
Yeah, and then he just look, and he'd
Just
go like,
he's like, oh, not again.
Bernard was his name. He'd go, Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah, they used to do it to the same kid on the football team too.
Oh, dude, I remember one time, same friend, we were telling like dirty jokes in like the back of the bus or whatever, and he was going to do a 9/11 joke. He goes, hold on a second. He goes, Bernard, 9/11, touchy subject for you?
He was like the barometer.
Yeah. Just checked in with him for some reason.
I don't know, dude. You're ruthless in not elementary, high school. I mean, elementary school too, but high school.
Yeah. I feel like you would get like sex crime for that now, though. If you just walk around and show people your dick,
of course.
That used to be funny.
Look at my dick.
But that's like now,
It's still probably happening. I don't think that's
in like
that's
the
died out.
Me Too era. It was a by the way, like guy and girl team. It was a co-ed team.
Wow.
Yeah. Interesting.
So there were ladies.
That's
I mean, he
nice.
wasn't showing them to ladies, but there were ladies around. Yeah.
They could hear it.
Yeah.
The girls just did that, like, you saw my tit, you know, you
They were
fucking
like-
bitch, you
That would
pussy,
be funny.
you saw my titty, just
flopping
fucking
a
gay
tit out
boy.
of the sport bra. You fucking lesbo.
I bet you like that. Yeah.
The women weren't really paying much attention to us at that age, if you could believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they weren't really interested in our hijinks.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
That's why girls like older guys, bro. I feel like every girl, like when you're in high school, middle school, they're like, we all know like girls who are like dating guys way older than them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then what's crazy to me is like
how
like,
cool those guys were.
yeah, bro. I was like, damn, dude, I want a fucking Honda Civic, bro.
Yeah, that's all you needed was a Honda Civic.
Yeah, like a box.
Bro, a
vape,
Honda
a
Civic
box vape.
and some like shitty weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You buy like a bottle of
Yeah,
Brandy Martin.
yeah.
Come on, babe. Beep.
Let me get in the carpool lane for you.
Yeah, that's
But a lot of those girls, they end up saints after
strippers.
that, or that too. That too, yeah. But some of them, like, they kind of like get it out of their system.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about all of them, but
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure some, but I don't know if it's like
Yeah.
a
All the ones
common
I'm
trend.
The one that
Okay.
a couple of the ones I'm thinking of pretty much kind of par for the course.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
okay.
this is the
girls
beginning
used to,
of a pattern.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
used to make like fake Tinder accounts in high school or whatever, and like make some like 19-year-old guy a pedophile. You know, that's
You
what
were doing that.
That's just
No, that's what-
that's God's work. That's
women
not
in my high
anything.
school would do that, where they like make like fake
Oh,
Tinder accounts.
okay,
and they're
yeah,
like underage and would like bang like, and it's like you're just like I don't know, like turning guys into, you know what I mean? That's like very bad, I think, in my opinion.
That's like Vitali now. It's like what they do,
is what?
like those videos now.
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that do that, you know. But I remember, like, I got
like
on
the pedophile
Omegle.
hunters. No, but these are women who are like pretending to be 18 so they
Yeah.
could sleep with older guys, and they wouldn't tell the guys. They'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm 18," or whatever. We're just like, but then that guy just goes to jail. If you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That just seems like
Yeah.
kind of selfish behavior. But sorry, I didn't mean to make a serious point. Continue. Let's keep being funny.
No,
I
yeah.
didn't need to get my soapbox.
It
Everyone's
is.
looking
I
at
mean,
me.
it is
yeah.
pretty.
No, I remember seeing
but-
dicks on Omegle when I was in middle school. You guys ever get
Oh,
on there and
that's-
you just
yeah,
like,
of
dude's
course.
just beating off immediately. I'm like,
Dude,
bro,
I
I'm
want
12.
to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember me and my cousin did that one time, and my cousin was like really hot, cool guy, and he would like get like girls to show their titties to him.
Yes. Yeah.
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like a fat dork, so I'd have to like stand off screen and just kind of like.
just look.
Yeah, bro.
And he'd be like, "Don't get too close; they'll see you."
Yeah.
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 Dude, it's funny. We saw all these dicks and stuff like that. But we were like virtually molested. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
no,
nah,
don't
dude,
give me that-
bro. You seeing
that
you
shit.
seeing cocks and balls like that? You know, it's like you
Changes
might as
you.
it does change
No,
you, dude.
we used to.
Everyone's gay now.
Do you ever
Yeah.
meat spin each other?
Meat spin each
Yeah.
other? What the hell?
Meatspin.com.
Yeah, well, you take somebody's like laptop or phone or
Yeah,
something, and you
of
put
course.
meat when they went to the bathroom or something. You put meat spin on it, and they come back and they're like, "Ah, it's a guy getting pumped in the ass. You got me."
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was like a
Sure.
joke. I remember.
That happened on my birthday one time.
Yeah, a friend of mine, or not really. He was this kid in our high school. He was a kind of troubled kid. You know, like those rehab centers where they like grab you in the middle of the night and like take you.
Yeah.
He got that done to
Oh my
him.
God.
And then his friends, they sent this message to his mom, and they're like, "Hey, like we really miss Jimmy, and like we made like a scrapbook for him, like to show like of like memories and stuff, and like we were wondering if you could like send it to him." And so they're like, here's the link to it. Like, could you please like pass this link along to? And it was like, obviously, it was a link to Meat Spin. So then the mom clicked it and just they're like, "Fuck you, bitch! That you get for sending our friend to rehab."
We miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to see this guy's dick. Yeah, I mean, those were the early.
Yeah,
some of the early
Party
days.
was another good one.
Lemon Party.
That
was fucked.
Yeah, One Guy, One Jar. That was another one.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mr. Hands.
I never saw Mr. Hands. I never saw.
That's a crazy one, bro. You know what's crazy? That guy was an engineer for Boeing.
That's why those planes are falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
The engineers getting fucked to death by horses.
They set him up.
Yeah.
They always kill whistleblowers. They get fucked by a horse.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, instead of waking up with that horse's head in your bed, you wake up to a horse giving you head in your bed.
Yeah. This guy killed himself.
Yeah.
It's my horse fucking.
Yeah.
No, that's what they take to all the whistleblowers. They take them out to the farm to get fucked in the ass by a horse, dude.
Yeah, and like, and no one's gonna believe you're not a freak.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a good way.
Yeah.
People just, it's foul play. You know?
That
It's
is
One
true.
of the worst
Everyone-
ways,
Foul
bro.
Yeah.
Stop. What a nightmare.
Yeah. That shit's wild.
That would be a good way to kill whistleblowers. It's just like such just recreate
grotesque.
early 2000 shock videos.
Yeah.
And no one ever's respect.
There's like a python going into his asshole.
He got lemon partied to death.
Old men
guy
blew
sucked
him
his
to
dick
death.
until he died.
He's like, ah,
Right
stop.
before he was about to tell on Ghislaine Maxwell, he just got his dick sucked by old people until he died.
Yeah, they sicked 40 old men on him.
Yeah. Right before he was about to testify, he got sad and
Sucked the cum out of him.
he committed suicide by fellatio.
That's right.
The classic. The oldest trick in the book.
All right, boys. Let's say we wrap this bitch up.
Yeah, sure.
I think this was good.
Yeah.
I think this was a good.
Yeah, dying by getting your dick sucked. Let's put a pin in that for next time. We'll
talked
pick it up
about
next
that.
time. Yeah.
Our dad's dicks.
Kanye.
Kanye,
Yeah,
drugs.
Kanye's dick. The whole,
Yeah.
We really touched everything.
Diddy's dick. Of course.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
been a lot of
When
dick
three
talk.
white guys come together.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to plug? Anything?
I do actually have stuff to plug this
know.
time.
It won't
you
be-
can go first.
No, you got it.
He's like, no, I don't have nothing going on actually. Concert. I run a show at Secretport in Bushwick.
Nice.
The last Wednesday every month. This is when is this coming out? It's coming out probably after.
It'll be the day after.
Yeah, so last Wednesday in June, I don't know what the date is yet. I probably should have looked it up before I did this, but come out to Secretport. Follow me on Instagram, LOSIERTY13, and then all in my bios, all the links for tickets.
25th of June.
25th of June, thank you. 25th of June, Secretport. Be there or
Be square.
be in good company because we're really having trouble filling the room. Let's be honest. Please come.
It's going to be a packed house.
It's a really fun shit.
It's a really fun show. We just gotta get people to show up to it, and then
Yeah.
it'll really start taking off. I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
you got, buddy?
You know, just follow me on Instagram, YouTube, David Decareaux, for fun stuff.
Crocodile hunter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
uploading bullshit. Watch my bullshit.
That's right. And I'm producing a show in Providence. David's
Oh
coming.
yeah, that's right. Oh sorry. Yeah, I was like,
It's
Providence. Yeah.
Family Guy. Moonshine Alley, June 11th.
Doug Key.
Doug Key is headlining. Please show up so I don't have to pay him out of my pocket.
Oh wait, what's next Friday?
Next Friday?
Yeah, is it 6th?
It could be.
Yeah, June.
Oh yeah, it
6th,
is.
You
It
see me
is.
at Cobra Club in Bushwick.
Hey.
On June 6th, I
Hey.
think. I haven't really confirmed that one.
Just
yet.
a bunch of scattered.
Pretty sure. I got the booking, and then I haven't really followed up ever since. But
But
I
show
think
up
you can
anyway.
see me there. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
if I'm not there, then don't.
Dude, I'm excited about Rhode Island, man.
That's gonna be fun.
Never been.
Yeah, me too, guys.
If it
We're
goes
all
well,
going
we'll do another
together.
one. All right, gang. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.